Hello everyone, my name is Emil and this is my video recording for the assignment 2. Okay, in this recording I will answer three questions: event listeners, node HTTP and Express project layout. So let's get started. So question 1: how do emitters and listeners work in Node.js? Um, So what is an event? An event is basically a named event. An event is basically a named signal that something happened in a program. One part of the code can emit, or think of it as like announce, an event without knowing what else is listening for it. An example for everyday JS, a button click in the browser is an event. Code listens for it and it reacts. Node uses the same pattern internally for things like incoming HTTP request data. Now, what is a listener? A listener is a function registered to run when a specific event is emitted. Think of it as like listening back. Like an echo, when you shout at a mountain, it gives you a back feedback, right? You attach a listener with a dot on event name or callback. Multiple listeners can be attached to the same event. They all run in the order they were registered. This is important. Listeners keep unrelated parts of the code decoupled. The emitter doesn't need to know who's listening. Again, as we talked in the previous slide, um, the dot on event name. So this is my event.js file, um, and where one listener is registered for the time event. So key differences between Node HTTP module and Express. Okay, um, HTTP is the protocol rulebook client, um, um, and server agree to speak. Methods, header, status codes. Node's HTTP module. Okay, it's built in. It gives direct access to request and response, but it requires manual work. And Express. It is a framework built on top of Node's HTTP tools that remove repetitive boilerplates. So it makes it faster, basically. So in the sample http.js, what I had to do manually was manually check the request.req.method and req.url with if else change to route the request, set headers and status codes, as was in the assignment, and also collect the request body by listening to data and the end events, since the body arrives as a stream in chunks. Okay. Manually call JSON parse, build every JSON response with a JSON stringify. What Express makes easier in app.js. Okay, so routing, app.get and app.post replace manual if request.method and request.url checks, so it's easier and much more efficient. Body parsing, express.json, it's kind of like a middleware, automatically parses JSON bodies into req.body. There is no manual data and event handling occurring. And responses, like response.json and response.status, um, well, res.status, and others. So how does Express project layout help organize a backend? App.js, okay, it creates the Express app as in the name. It fires up middlewares and mounts the routers. It's the entry point that connects everything together. Okay, routes. Think of routes as like ways. It defines which path exists and which control function handles each one. Okay, they are like doors to an application or doors to like different things. Okay, and controllers. They contain the actual route handler logic, the work that happens once a request comes to controllers are like the rooms behind the doors. Um, so on the left there is a route example, like as you can see the router.get. Um, and on the right there is a controller's example. It's basically mounting the timer outside under the API. And again, at last, the quick summary. Okay, uh, so event emitters listen and like echo and listen, and their partner node app communicate without tight coupling. Node's raw HTTP module gives full control, but requires manual routing, body parsing, and response building, while Express automates it and makes it more efficient. A route plus controllers and layout keeps Express app organized and scalable. Thank you.